I'm 60.
Okay.
Been a Christian since I was 6, so it's been a long haul. And I've got a testimony video out there that, you know, there's the 3 times that I came back to Christ.
Yeah, right.
But I've never left.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been a Christian my whole life. I've never fallen away, although I've struggled.
Sure.
I don't even struggle. I've thought about it a lot. I've reconsidered it a lot.
Sure.
And keep coming back.
Yeah.
But one of the downsides of being a Christian for your whole life is we get used to him. And I didn't really notice that. I mean, because like Jesus is all I've ever known. This is normal for me.
Sure.
Right?
Sure. Yep.
I went to a conference. And this was the same guy with Jim.
Yeah.
He was doing a conference. It was in Seattle. It was a big deal. And I can't remember what it was about, but one of the speakers one night, I don't remember even what they were talking about, but they used the passage where Jesus calmed the sea in front of the disciples. And he said the phrase, one of the passages in scripture says, and they were amazed.
Yeah.
And like the world stopped. Like you listen to Pastor Stephen or whoever is talking and they say something and it's like all of a sudden they've lost you and you are on
That
something
thing.
important.
Right.
You're on
Yeah.
something important.
Totally. Yep.
That they didn't even mean.
Right.
Okay, this wasn't even the point.
Right.
But they said it, and the disciples were amazed. And like immediately, my brain just went like, God, it's been so long since I've been amazed. I'm bored. I've been a Christian my whole life, 40 something now.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you're not amazing at all. Like you're true. I'm yours. Like, but
Yeah.
truth be told, I'm not amazed.
Sure.
That's a really surprising, again, it's like it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But it was true because I got used to him. And that took a while to work through. Like I didn't lose my faith, but it's just like, why isn't it more surprising? Why am I not amazed? And really it came down, those times come and go, right?
Sure. Sure.
And I kind of worked my way through that. Jesus is amazing. And when you get into those places where, for us lifers, like, I don't know how long you've been a Christian. For me, it's been over 50 years.
Yeah.
It can you get used to him.
Sure.
And I kind of, like, nothing surprising happened. There's no miracle happened. Nothing happened. He let me work my way through it.
Yeah.
But it's like, think of like Thomas, doubting Thomas. Follower of Jesus. He saw so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, I wonder, like, it's hard to even imagine, but I know my own story. Like, I wonder if he got used to it.
Yeah. Right.
It's like, yeah, we're going to do some miracles. We're going to feed some people.
3 years of that.
And Jesus is going to do this. And they just got used to it.
Yeah.
Then he dies.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, wait.
and like, I wonder how long it had been since Thomas had been amazed. Okay. Like, which is hard. You know what I mean? It's hard. How could you not be amazed in the presence of Jesus?
Sure.
Well, here I am in the presence of Jesus my whole life.
Well, even Judas.
And I'm not amazed.
Sure.
Well, I am now, but and then Jesus dies and he comes back and Thomas says, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't buy it. Right? He didn't say I don't buy it, but he's like, I need to see something.
Yeah.
And he puts his hand in there and then Thomas was amazed.
Yeah.
He was like, I think he actually says, oh my God. Not in a profanity way, but in a prayerful, it's like, what was it? I even memorized it, but I can't think of it now. But it's basically like, my Lord and my God.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That amazement comes back. And the staying power of Jesus Christ,
So when you say the staying power of Jesus Christ, can you define that a little bit? Like,
maybe
Jesus is always like us staying in Jesus Christ.
he's always good. I'm not even sure. He's always good. We do get used to him. You know, and plus, I mean, here we are in America. I mean, life is good here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He never let go of me.
Mm.
Even when I wasn't drifting. I was just like getting bored. I was getting used to it.
Sure.
You know, like maybe, you know, the kid that gets the extravagant allowance every week doesn't realize what he has.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Yep.
But those times pass and I'm still his. And maybe, I don't know. It's like I don't have a great conversion story. I mean, I have 3 little stories. But more is like thinking about it and, you know, staying.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
1 conversion and then 2 thinking about it and staying stories.
Yeah.
But it's been 55 years. We're still good.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's a big deal.
Yes.
You know, I wasn't delivered from drugs. I wasn't delivered from trauma. I grew up in a great family.
Sure.
I still love them. That almost is its own amazing thing. It's like, I'm still his.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going anywhere. I had, when we posted the video, I posted my testimony video online, and one guy wrote back and said, "Oh, you might think about it again." And he's probably right.
Yeah.
He's probably right. I've seen so much, and he's taken me through so much. Nothing traumatic. Like, I've been laid off 4 times. Well, big whoop. I mean, that's just money.
Sure. Yeah.
Everyone has work trouble, right? I don't know.
Yeah, a pastor I used to listen to would often say something along the lines of, like, we're aiming for a boring testimony. We don't want, you know, like, what's wrong with it's still your testimony.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with having a boring testimony. It's amazing when God comes in and rescues from rock bottom. We love those stories. It's a redemption story. Like, Jesus's story is redemption. So we love that, but there's nothing wrong with a story of staying.
Yeah, and you know, and if anything, it's like it's a testimony to my father, because I was raised in a good home. My dad is the one that turned the corner for our family, because like he was not raised in a good home.
Okay.
I mean, he was born in the 30s, so I mean, depression.
Okay, sure.
So it was not a good time to be a child.
Yeah, sure.
And he wasn't in a great family.
Yeah.
But my dad came to Christ. He was the first one to come to Christ when he was a young adult. I have a brother and 2 sisters, all of the grandkids, everybody's Christians.
Wow.
And I tell him, he's getting older now. I mean, he's 89.
Right.
I'm like, Dad, you know, all of this,
It's because of you.
because of you.
Yeah. That's so cool.
So
I feel like,
that's my staying power story is probably his conversion story,
yeah.
or his great saved from trauma story.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.